Oh.
We said that at the same time. That's weird.
Damn.
Usually we go
No.
at a time.
No. I hate you. Fuck you. You're welcome. I mean, this way. Yes, this way. Okay.
I just remembered that we weren't doing that topic. Whoops. Hey guys. Not many topics this week. I have to say that first off. One, because this was kind of a slow week, and everything that happened kind of already happened. So we won't really be talking about the YouTube PewDiePie thing because
Let's just leave that.
That's too controversial, and we're not talking about that. Like we didn't with the US elections and all that. We aren't talking about them.
I prefer to not ruin my day with politics.
Because I know it's the reason I'm saying this, because I know someone in the comments is going to be like, yo, why don't you talk about PewDiePie?
Someone's going to come up to like a 30 view podcast and be like,
oh, come on,
why did you do this?
Why?
There'll always be that one guy who goes into like the most unknown things.
Like, that's me on Twitch. I'm being honest, that is me on Twitch.
Why?
No.
Oh, wait, you're not going to go to hate though, are you?
No.
Okay, good, yeah. No, you'll just find those people that just go to the most obscure places to just vent their anger for some reason.
No, the reason why is because I feel like I feel really good when I do it, because like I'll go into these small channels and I'm like some like saint because I'm one of like 3 people in the stream, and then people treat you like, oh my god,
a saint, really? I think that's going a bit too far there. Jeez, come on, wow.
Anyway, and I forgot to change the date on the time. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why there wasn't a stream last week, it's because I ended up playing For Honor and then just got hooked into For Honor and streamed For Honor. Oh,
I'd have gone with the typical revision, but alright, cool.
No, because that would be a massive lie.
Not particularly for me, though. Not particularly.
You're... Really?
None. Okay, fine. But still.
Yeah, like you revised.
Okay, I did just towards the end, when I really should have revised a bit more. But you know.
Yeah, when you realize, oh shit, that's happening. So, do you want to talk about start with the topics, or say what they are, while I put those topics in the description. Like we're meant to do every week, and I always forget.
Right, so our first topic this week is, or at least I'm just going to say the headlines for now, because obviously Adam's the one that actually looks at the topics, and I have no idea what the topics are before I actually see them. So yeah, that's that. Sony files Yeah, sorry. Sony files patent for what looks like a Switch-esque handheld. And there's a picture there. We'll get back to that later. Intel Cannon Lake CPUs will be more than 15% faster than Kaby Lake. Wait, they're already going to Cannon Lake.
Yeah, they come out every year.
Oh, okay. Wait, really?
You notice? Yeah. The only difference is they'll do the way that we'll get into that once we get into it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll get to that.
Like the last episode where I just started talking about a topic once we called it out, I think we should wait until the actual topic is relevant.
Yeah, so next one is YouTube ending their 30-second unskippable ads, but it's not all good news apparently.
Yeah.
The Nokia 3310, the most reliable phone ever made, to be relaunched at MWC 2017.
No. As you know, it needs to be done in that very, very fun. If you, I don't know if people get this reference because it's very, very popular here, but I don't know if it's popular anywhere else. Have you seen the jokey African guy on Facebook talking about the 3310?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say because the thing is, I know we have people who are in America watch this. I don't know if it's that popular there.
Oh yeah, because it went on BBC 3, so...
Yeah, because I was about to do the 3310.
But the Nokia 3310.
The most reliable...
What? Yeah, because we know. Okay, fine. We'll leave that.
But yeah, I really wanted you to go the 3310.
No, because
everyone's going to be like, oh my god, it's the white guy, he's racist. No, literally, if you watch the video, he says it like that.
Yeah, something that it was like a bit of a thing here, but yeah. Right. Righty. So the next article is this what Nintendo Switch's insides look like? A bit of sexy censoring there, just gotta say.
Ooh.
Just gotta leave that in.
Here it
And
is.
the last article is complete AMD Ryzen processor range leaked 4, 6, and 8 cores inbound.
Ooh.
8 cores. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get into why mainly why their naming scheme is fucking stupid.
What, AMD?
Yeah, their new we'll get into that because I'm on the same mind of Linus Tech Tips or Linus from Linus Tech Tips that this naming scheme is fucking retarded.
Well, look, if they have good processors, I don't really mind. Either way, first article, take it away.
Yay! So, Sony has put out a patent for a NVIDIA Shield Switch sort of tablet. Now, this shape sort of thing is not new. It's not. It's been done many times, and I'm sure a load of people have seen it.
I'm pretty sure. Oh fuck, who is it again?
And to be honest, this title is very, very subjective because I mean, like, is that the right word? It's not the right sort of thing because the only reason they're saying Switch is because
the Switch is popular now, yeah.
Whereas this idea has been out there for many years. I mean, you can go back to original concepts for the NVIDIA Shield tablet. And the original concepts were like this, using obviously slightly different control layouts, but the general idea was the same.
Either way, let's forget about that, though. Let's think about how Sony's trying to do their own thing with the handhelds.
Yeah, I mean, like, Sony had the PSP.
Which was a great console.
PSP. Amazing console. Everyone liked them before, well, the DS came out and then shat all over it.
Yeah, basically.
That was how it went. It was like, hey, we have a console that is like an original PS1 in your hand, which was insane. And then 3DS came out and said, we've got like N64 graphics, but you know what? We have better games.
And I was like,
and then I was like,
I've still got my old I think it's first or
died.
second gen PSP.
I want to get a new PSP because my last PSP, the screen just completely died. It just went. It's not dead, but it's like purple.
Yeah,
I think the inverter is broken up. And I really don't want to open it up because I know if I open it up, I'm gonna fuck something up because I always fuck something up. I will eventually fix it, but I always fuck something up.
Then I can, yes.
Yeah, you
yes,
know this.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we've already said it. Oh, I think we've already said it in GameMouth anyway.
Yeah, we have mentioned it before. I always know what I'm doing, but I know I'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's really stupid. I know it does sound stupid. That like, oh, I know what I'm doing, but I'll still fuck it up.
Hey, same thing happens with me in tests, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, speaking of tests, I got my result back for M1.
Oh, okay. I was about to say if you have a test, just don't. Like.
No, I got my result back for M1, and literally, guys, at the end of M1 is a mechanics module. Now, last year, I ended with, I think, a D in mechanics. I got my result back today, and I was at, like, 2 marks off an A star, and I was like,
hey!
This will never happen again. But
nice! I love how just like this, like, under your breath, this will never happen again.
This was like, it's a one-time thing, but yes! And you have no idea how much this guy's fucking teased me of my fucking grades in math. Oh my god. And I finally get a good grade and I'm just like, yay.
Well, keep that up till the end of the year though.
Fuck that.
Yeah, there you go. That's the problem.
Yep. I told my tutor and he just like, he'd almost pissed himself laughing because he's like, finally.
How's C3 and C4 going? By the way, it's core 3 and core 4. Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, right, back to this handheld.
Yeah, so
how
PSP,
far do you think they can... I'm just thinking how far they can go with this.
The PSP was a marvel. The PS Vita, though an amazing idea because it was like a PS2/PS3 in a handheld.
3DS just kind of...
The 3DS still whooped its ass.
Sadly.
Ass, I don't care. Whoop that ass.
Oh, just, dude, come on.
Hello. And there goes all the American fans, if we had any.
Did we have...
I love the answers. Like, did we? No, I know a few people who do watch us from America.
Okay.
So yeah, like my friend has a Vita, and he's I don't know if he's been on a stream before. He probably hasn't on this channel, but has on my old channel. And I love the Vita. The Vita is such a good idea, but it's still got trampled. Now I see that Sony are going back into this market. Now, bearing in mind they have loads of money from the PS4, and the fact that they have this money is because, well, let's just say Microsoft fucked up big time. Like I'll say about this. I was talking to someone the other day about the Scorpio, and I begged the question: what's the point of buying an Xbox anymore if all the Xbox exclusives are on PC?
So that's what you meant by
What is
fucked
the
up.
point anymore? Because for the same price as a console, you can get a more powerful PC. And that is true. It's been proven many fucking times. The amount of people that are going to come out and say, no, but it's cheaper. No,
Okay,
it's not.
Adam. Okay.
Sorry.
You can leave that for like a rant on your
passionate
channel.
about that.
It's fine.
I will probably do it. I literally was almost going to do a rant on my channel about that. But then I did record it and I was like, this is like 3 hours long.
You spoke in front of a camera for 3...
Yeah, I know, because I know my camera has 3 hours of charge on its battery, and it literally got to the point where it's like, I'm dying, you fully charged me before this. Yeah, don't wear it. My DSLR got so hot, because it was recording for so long at 4K. I was like, okay.
Okay.
This is bad.
Oh.
Anyway, so...
Just buy a fucking PC.
Yeah. And so, like, Sony have the ability to do this. Now, if this fucks up, like the Vita did, I don't think Sony will go back. If this is a thing, like, these are all speculations. And this is a patent that was taken back in 2015, but these are the first images of what it might look like. Hey, Apple, by the way, there's a 25D2. What's that? 25D2? I think you'll find that is a headphone jack.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Just
sorry.
stop. Just stop!
Sorry. It has, from the looks of it...
I thought we moved on.
I'm sorry. I don't know if... I think it only has one set of L and R buttons, like the old PSP.
At the back, you mean? Because that's what you're thinking 4 and
No,
3.
it's because if you look at the diagram, if you look at 4, there's only one...
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Are you...
Yeah. Which might mean that there's only one thing. And then they've got 3 on the other side, and they don't have any buttons at the bottom.
I'd say that's kind of highly unlikely, though.
Which means, could this be another PSP? Because the PSP's whole thing was that it only had one L, one R button.
No, I'd say it's actually quite unlikely, seeing as how Nintendo are coming up with the Switch, and if Sony want to actually like rival that, they need to come up with like PS3 type style stuff coming onto that.
If you think about it, since PlayStation and AMD Sony and AMD have big corporations, and bearing in mind that Nintendo have gone with the Tegra chip, which is an NVIDIA, we still haven't found out if it's the original Tegra or a newer Tegra. But everyone's just at the end of that.
Yeah, it's just how you did it so loudly.
Yeah, my voice. Sorry, I'm still a little ill from like just an infection in my throat. And just every so often I'll be like, I'm ogre mode. Get out of my swamp. I know that.
It's all ogre now.
Yeah.
It's all ogre now.
It's called my throat is love, throat is life.
Oh no, that can be applied to so many bad things, please.
Ew. That was the point.
Please, Adam.
You're just like, oh, my universities potentially could see this. Anyway, yeah.
You should feel the same as well, damn it.
You know what? After what I've had with recent university problems, I couldn't give a fuck right now.
Oh, well done.
And you know the problems I've actually gone through, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can leave that till later. Let's do this stream.
Yeah, we're not talking about that because
seeing as how you have about half an hour, 45 minutes left.
That's fine. I have to go up quarter past, so it's fine. Sorry, guys. So yeah, dual speakers from the looks of it. They do look quite small though, so it'll be very.
I don't think it'll be huge for portable
No,
gaming.
because I mean, like, they're about the same size as my phone. Because if I'm looking at them, they're about the same size as a OnePlus X speaker system, which still is pretty good. So yeah, it's supposedly having Type C. We don't know, but bearing in mind that the Switch
has Type C.
I almost called it the Nvidia Switch, not the Nintendo Switch.
the Nvidia Switch.
Yep. Anyway, so yeah,
well, it is using that chip. But
I would suggest they'd probably use Type C. Though if it did use micro USB, it wouldn't be that bad. And
I mean, it looks like it's using one of them at least, so you know.
And to be honest, that was a big problem when it came to the PSP, and the Vita, was that they used
the power bricks.
Yeah, the connectors. They were proprietary. I can never properly say that word. Proprietary?
Yeah, you just said it fine there.
Okay. I always feel like it's the wrong word, or I'm saying it wrong.
No, you said proprietary, fine.
Yeah, anyway. They always use proprietary connectors, which meant that you had to get your power cables from them, and if they stopped selling them, you had to try and get janky second-hand ones from eBay.
Yep.
Which wasn't great, because there's so many scammers. Yeah. I've actually experienced this. I bought a power cable for a PSP before it broke, that was. And I had to go through about 3 before I found a working one.
Just be careful on eBay.
Yeah, be careful. So yeah, the hand grips look kind of weird on this.
They do look a little bit. Yeah.
But from what it looks like, they look like covers more than handheld grips. Because if you look how they're like attached,
I'd say it's. I don't know. I'd say it looks a bit more like a mold at the bottom rather than actual covers.
Fair enough. I can see that. We don't know if this screen is integrated either, or if it's like a separate tablet and this is like a peripheral, like the old Nvidia Shield tablet before, like I said. So if it is the Shield tablet, that would be great, especially if it's running like a custom version of Android. I would love that. Or if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that would be highly.
I don't imagine it would happen, but that would be so good.
That's true.
Custom version of Android. Because just think, you could just like install, like, I don't know, Resurrection Remix or something like that, or custom ROMs on it.
Yeah, I was about to say emulators and all that, and you could play everything on one tablet. That would be nice.
That would be nice, but I don't know if it will happen.
We'll see.
Yeah. Again, we don't know what's going to be in it, if it's even going to exist or anything like that. From what people are saying is that it looks like the sides of a DualShock 4 controller. I don't really see that, actually. That doesn't really look like a DualShock. I mean, it looks like a DualShock. Doesn't look like DualShock 4. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah,
What do you think, anyway? Like,
well,
in general,
this has potential so far. We just have to see what specs are like. I mean, everything does the same with Nintendo Switch, you know.
I've just noticed something. Is that dual analog?
Yeah. Really?
No, no. I mean, like, you've got the 2 analog sticks, but then above them there are like, there's 4 selection buttons. Not the X and all that, and the D-pad. But if you look at, you could probably want to zoom into this by right-clicking it, opening into a new window, and then zooming in. Okay, open image in new window. It's the new tab. Yeah, open that and zoom in a bit.
What's
you can hold control and then scroll up.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, look at BC3.
Yeah.
And then look, you've got another BC3 on the other side, which means they're pretty much the same button. And I know that because the shoulder buttons are 4 and 3, so they do the same thing. So does that mean that we're gonna have, like the Nintendo Switch, able to take these off if we have the same button? And then we've got B1 and B2 on the bottom. Because I feel like, depending on the side, it's a different button, but these two are the same. Does that mean we're going to be able to take them off?
As in what? They're a bit of a locking. As in locking.
Yeah, like locking buttons.
Oh, so a bit like the Joy-Cons, in other words.
Yeah. does that mean that this could be, or you hold them down to take the tablet out?
Maybe, like, it looks like there could be a...
Because I imagine B1 and B2
don't
mean
know.
start and select. Sorry.
Yeah, no, probably. It's just, it looks like it could be, it looks like you can take it out, but at the same time, it looks like it's all in, one thing at the same time.
Yeah, it's all I'm thinking is that BC3 might be a locking mechanism, and you press both, and then the tablet comes out.
Because of the same, they've got the same
button.
Yeah.
No, obviously TP means touchpad, obviously. But does that mean that the thing is singular? Because that's a good idea. You could just, if you press them both and it drops out, or if it pops out or something, I don't know. Because that's a very good question. What if this isn't just a games console or like handheld, but it's actually in a peripheral for another thing?
Maybe.
Maybe
I mean, even if that's the case, then maybe they might put like let's say this is Sony's own tablet. They could put this out, and then BC and those two BC3s could be like, let's say if it's an Android tablet, that could be a home and a return, a hard home and return buttons as well.
That's a good idea.
Right next to your buttons. So
like or like you open a custom OS or something, and then it, when you plug it in, put it into this handheld peripheral, then those work as.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Possibly.
That's really interesting.
Well, we'll see in the hopefully soon future. I don't know.
Hello, Abdullah Hussein. Hello. We are good. I will say I don't condone using that sort of language, but okay.
Oh God.
Okay. He says you need to call him up.
Yeah,
but...
no, I saw.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next topic because I haven't got much time. And
yes!
I will keep... There's a lot of good thing about this, by the way.
So, right. Intel Cannon Lake CPUs will be more than 15% faster than Kaby Lake. And what... Okay, right. Explain to me as you were trying to do before.
Okay, so...
Because wasn't there time between Haswell and Haswell E, or am I just...
Yes, so the way that Intel works is they have... First year, so they have new CPU. CPU... this is years, by the way. So, new CPU, CPU refresh... Then new CPU.
Okay.
The difference is that because Skylake was on a new processing architecture than Haswell and Haswell E, that it took them 2 years instead of 1 year. So that's why you didn't really notice it.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it was 2 years. I might be wrong. It might have been 1 year, but I know.
Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't a year, or maybe something like that. I'm pretty sure it was something longer.
I think it was 2 years. I think because they were trying to work out the 14 nanometer architecture.
Okay, but as far as it goes now, is it what's like? I don't know how to say the Series like. So currently we have Skylake
6, and then that was 7. Technically, we're on 8 because Haswell E was meant to be the equivalent of like Haswell's Skylake.
Okay.
Sorry, Haswell's Kaby Lake. But we still called it 4th gen. But I think that was what we called 5th gen, sadly. And that's why we went to 6th when it was Skylake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I just
that
realized.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm stupid.
Right, so what? So what's what's the series from now? Skylake is what we have now. Then what's next?
Wait, no. Wait, that can't be it because the Haswell refresh was still classed as 4.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure Haswell refresh. Haswell refresh is Haswell E though, correct?
Haswell, yeah, it's the same thing.
No, but I'm pretty sure they put that as 5th gen, rather than.
No, because you have a 4790K, don't you?
Yeah.
But that's still 4th gen.
Yeah, but mine's Haswell, not Haswell E.
No, it is Haswell E.
It is.
Yeah, yours is Devil's Canyon, which is what we called the nickname for Haswell E.
Oh.
The Haswell version of your one was the 4770K, not the 4790. Which then begs the question, why didn't they just go to 5th gen? Well, either way...
Okay, well, yeah, we can talk about that later. Right now, we should be focusing on this.
So, this... Intel says they will be 15% faster than Kaby Lake. I don't believe this. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because they said there was a 15% better improvement from 6th gen. And if you looked at any benchmarks, there is fucking no difference.
Well.
Literally, there was no difference in the majority of tasks. In gaming, there was no difference. There might have been 1 frame in CPU-intensive games, or 1 or 2. In everything but this sysmark, which even sysmark is regarded in the industry as not that great. It's there, but most people will say don't think about it, because the reason why it's so it has 15% or like that is because it utilizes different parts of the CPU and it takes in different aspects of the CPU into consideration.
Yeah.
So like this would be done with like Optane RAM and all that, which makes it slightly better. But in real world tasks, I don't imagine Cannon Lake is going to be much better. Cannon Lake, so Skylake was marketed towards people with 2nd gen CPUs.
Right.
KB Lake was done to 2nd and 3rd gen. This 8th gen is probably going to be marketed towards you guys on the 4th gen.
Okay.
So hopefully it has good enough performance to cater to you guys on 4th gen's systems. Now, obviously,
Hopefully.
I'm 6th gen, and I won't be enticed to anything till probably 9th or 10th gen.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there is going to be a 9th and 10th gen, because, well, obviously.
Yeah.
But Cannon Lake looks like to be pretty good. This will be the first 10 nanometer process, by the way. So we've gone from 14 with 6 and 7 to 10 nanometers, which we've all discovered is fucking hard to do, because anything below 12 nanometers is getting into atomic sort of scale. And doing that costs a lot of money. So we'll have to see how much this costs in the scheme of things, because yikes, it might cost a lot more than a normal core processor, due to the fact that the process to make the chips is more expensive. Most people are saying that they're bringing out Cannon Lake a little earlier, because originally this wasn't supposed to come out till next year. They were going to do another 2-year gap.
All right.
And it might actually come out next year. I think it's coming out later this year, I think.
Okay.
Instead of next year, because of Ryzen or Risen or whatever you want to call it.
Which we'll get to quite soon, won't we?
Yeah, we'll talk about it soon. Because those are coming out, and Intel have gone, oh shit, they're like undercutting us by like $1,000, and potentially have the same performance on our X99 chips. We better bank on the fact that everyone usually gets the i7 core series. Fuck. It's true though. The majority of people will go for it. If you're going for a computer system, and I actually would laugh at what happened the other day or yesterday was it, with that guy calling me up.
Yes, okay, continue.
Yeah, I won't talk about that because that was funny, and I don't want to spoil it on here. No offense, but yeah. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah. Oh. No, I'm kidding. Ryzen is basically AMD's competition to X99, and so Intel have gone, okay, we need to be better competitors at their lower end stuff. So they want to make their budget, not budget, but price comparison sort of stuff. So like the i7 6700K and all that being $300, they want to make those sorts of processors more powerful and up to date towards the AMD's X99 competitors, which are also supposedly priced about about 300, which we'll get into in a minute.
All right.
And I think we're going to have to go off this so we can go on the next topic, sadly. I wish I would I actually want to go on this a bit more, but time restraints and all. Right,
so then, next topic.
YouTube's 30-second and unskippable ads, which I imagine are probably not going to be on here because this isn't monetized, and it's what's the point. So, the 30-second ads have been a staple of YouTube, and nobody likes them.
Yep.
YouTube have said that 30 seconds is a bit long now. However, their maximum now will be 20 seconds, which I guess isn't as bad. But to be honest, I would have said just get them out right and just keep with the 5-second ones. I don't mind watching a 5-second ad, honestly.
Yeah, that's not a huge problem.
Like, to be honest, it's not terrible. And plus, they're putting 5 seconds up to 6 seconds, which again is fine.
Yeah.
But I just want to get rid of the long ads. They annoy me. Like,
yeah, the 30, that kind
30,
of
20, 30-second ads. I get why they're there. I get it. But damn, are they annoying. And to be honest, most people... You know what most people do? Is because if you refresh the page, most of the time, it will just skip an ad.
No, right.
Did you know that? Because it will go out of cache on the computer.
I did.
If you refresh.
Didn't right.
Yeah, so that'll happen. So if you just keep refreshing a couple times, like it'll take about 5 seconds to keep refreshing, it will eventually just go to the video. And most people will do that unless they're on like a tablet or something.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, they'll just watch another video and then go back, because then there won't be an ad. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just quite annoying.
Now obviously a 30-second ad on a 2-hour video, that's not bad. I think if you have enough time for a 2-hour video, a 30-second ad isn't that bad. But it's that story, isn't it? If like you have £100 and you drop a fiver, you most likely will just leave the fiver because you still have. Sorry, you have £1 million, but you drop a fiver. You still have like loads and loads of money, so you don't care.
Yeah.
Or if you have a £10 note, you have £10 and you drop a fiver, you'll pick it up.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective. And right now, I love that they're getting rid of the 30-second skippable ads. But when you have a 20-second one on a 40-second video,
it's just
you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's just
it's nice they're getting rid of it, but it's still annoying. I think anything over like 5 to 10 seconds is kind of annoying. I mean, I'll be honest. I got a 1 minute unskippable ad. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because YouTube decided to put 2 30-second unskippable ads on the same video, one after each other. So it was like unskippable ad at the beginning, 10 seconds of video, and then another unskippable ad. Now I don't have a link to that video, and I usually clear my YouTube quite often because
Why?
Because
Why?
No, because when I try and look at my history, my phone sometimes lags if it's trying to load all those videos. Yeah.
Whoa, Adam. What's in that history?
I'm talking about YouTube history, and no, I think fucking hell, you can't even watch anything. I mean,
Just stop, Adam. Just stop.
No, but seriously, I will sometimes delete it because it will lag out my phone because I watch that much YouTube. And my phone isn't particularly powerful. But yeah, that happened. It was like 10 seconds and another 30 seconds unskippable ad, and I was like, oh, this is shit for a 5-minute video. Yay. I think it was a minute physics video, actually.
What, really?
I'll probably find it later. Put it in the description if I'm bothered. Yeah. You'll see that it's very annoying. I don't think it's minute physics full. I think it was just YouTube.
Okay, well,
but yeah.
Either way, yeah.
Anyway, let's go into the jokey topic. The Nokia 3310, the indestructible / not technically indestructible phone from when was this made? The early 2000s?
Gosh.
I can physically, and if you want me, I can go downstairs and pick up 2 of these.
No, it's fine. I mean, if I was bothered, I'd go back to like actually get mine as well. But
exactly.
Ages ago.
In the UK, these were the most popular phones ever. It was actually, I think, one of the first phones to actually have like cases. Not the cases you would think of nowadays. I can just imagine some millennials just be like, the fuck is this? And I don't class myself as a millennial, honestly. I tried showing this to my little sister, because I just picked it up in one of our drawers. Because we have a kitchen drawer that's just full of like old technology.
Yeah.
And I picked up one. And she's like, "What's that?" And I said, "It's a phone." And she looked at it. It's like, "How do you touch it?" I was like,
"How do you? Oh my god, how do you touch it?"
Because the screen was so small. It's like half an inch. What is it? 1 inch? Half an inch screen.
How do you touch it?
And she's like, "How do you touch it?" And I was like, "Oh my god, wow."
Are we this old? Are we this old?
Like, you know when you're like, I'm 17, I'm not old, and then someone says like millennial says that, and I'm like, wow.
Gosh,
I remember not having a phone, let alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember asking your parents on a bus, "Can I play Snake?"
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Not particularly because I was born in Bangladesh, but yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I get what you mean. It's like I get what you mean.
As an English white kid, when I was little, I didn't have a phone, and having a phone was like, okay, that's what parents have, and now I look around, I'm like, okay, there's an 8-year-old with an iPhone, and I know because that's my sister.
Yeah, I just look at like that, like
you see like a baby playing on an iPad.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
what
is this?
You're just like, you're too young, and I'm like, I played, I don't know, what was it? I
was playing Scrabble at your time, damn it.
I didn't play Scrabble. I played Connect 4.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Connect 4.
Sorry, I'm just a bit like.
Yeah, I know. Bangladeshi.
Like
what the hell? Did you play Bangladeshi Scrabble? Was that like?
No, it was sort of like I mean like Scrabble was like a bit of.
Kid.
Yeah, no, like when I was a kid, I used to play actually more around the lines of Monopoly and card games because I used to like that a lot.
Trying to get there's a kid on my stream. Now I won't give his name out, obviously. And he came up to me a few years ago and he was like, "Oh, do you want to play on my PlayStation?" I didn't even have a PlayStation at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and this kid has like a PlayStation 3 and I was still on my PlayStation 2. I was like, why? I don't really play games. And he's like, "Oh, but everyone plays games." I'm like, okay, do you want to play some, like, I don't know, Snap? Because he's like 6 at this time. He's got PlayStation 3 playing Call of Duty, and I'm just like, the fuck? I'm playing PS2. I'm playing freaking, like, what? Crash Tag Team. With my brother.
Tag Team, yes!
Bro, Crash Tag Team was the shit.
Okay.
It wasn't shit, it was the shit.
I know. Just, no one's gonna, like, misunderstand you when you say it like that.
I tried streaming that on an emulator because I don't have my PS2 anymore. It's in my grandparents' house, or flat.
Mm.
And I don't have a capture card anymore. I mean, I have a capture card that could capture it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore, which is really upsetting.
Yeah.
Hence why I went and got another one, which then broke as well.
Well, yes.
I don't have very good luck with these sorts of things. So, I tried playing it, and then I had someone in stream just go, "What's this game?" And I'm like,
no.
Why?
No. Why do you have to ruin it like that? Why though?
I mean, I've started watching this guy called Top Hats and Champagne. And he makes a good point that, like, every new game is an action-adventure shooter with stealth elements. If you think about it.
Every new game?
Nearly every new console game is an action-adventure shooter with stealth elements.
Action-adventure?
Or just an action-adventure with stealth elements.
Are you talking about, like, new current-gen games, or basically that?
If you think about it.
I'm just trying to think about it right now.
Other than racing games.
No, because, like, I know like, Ghost Recon Wildlands would definitely be that. Yeah. Then obviously...
Uncharted. All of them are just action-adventures with stealth elements. Call of Duty is an action-adventure
with
stealth elements. You think about it, and then it's just like, wow, that makes
so much sense.
Wait, let me have a look. PS4 releases.
Oh god.
Because who the fuck gives about the Xbox right now?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Get right to
Ghostblade action adventure with stealth elements. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
That's
Action adventure
with stealth elements.
Near Automata. Again,
That's
never heard of it.
Oh no,
It's an
really?
action adventure.
Oh, you haven't?
Stealth element.
You never heard of it? It's actually really... Actually, no, that's more of a beat-em-up, in all honesty.
Literally, out of all the games that are here, there is only one that isn't, and that's Lego Worlds. Oh no!
No, that is an action-adventure game with stealth elements. I'm pretty sure it could be.
And then you've got The Walking Dead. Again, it's not an action...
No, that's a point and click, isn't it?
It's on console. It can't be a point and click. There is no point and clicks.
Hold and press button.
Yeah.
Hold analog stick and press button.
Mass Effect Andromeda. Action, adventure, and stealth elements.
Oh, don't be like that. I'm looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Okay, we found one. Air Conflicts is a flying airplane game.
Wait, Mass Effect? Stealth elements? I wouldn't really put stealth elements with Mass Effect, though.
Do you hide behind anything?
You hide behind cover while people are
go.
firing. That's not stealth! That's not stealth! Stealth means you're not detected by your enemies. You're hiding behind cover so that they don't, shoot you down.
You know why you're saying this?
Because I like Mass Effect.
Exactly. Even fucking Dark Souls.
No, but in all honesty,
stealth element.
But I really like Dark Souls, but I will say...
Wait, that's a Dark Souls DLC. I didn't realise Dark Souls 3 had any DLCs yet.
Well, there you go. DLC confirmed. I don't know.
March 28th? What?
Whoa!
Okay, we'll talk about in a later episode.
Oh, that's around about the time Mass Effect Andromeda comes out. By the way, I pre-ordered that as well.
Ukulele is April 11th.
What?
Ukulele is 11th of April. The game Ukulele, as in the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, okay.
Comes out April 11th, and I only just realised because I've just looked at this.
Oh, okay, right. You could
okay, I need that in my life.
Are you gonna say that's an action adventure with stealth? I'm sorry, no.
Banjo, really?
See?
It's not.
See?
All I have to say for original games is The Great Mighty Pooh.
But that's Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Exactly. That's an original game. Except, fuck, it's on Xbox 360.
Wrecked!
Censored version on Xbox 360. Fair enough.
Wrecked!
It is censored, though, because,
bullshit with the censoring,
The Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. It's censored. And I'm like, no, you fucked up the song.
Why?
I am the great...
I'm sure that's not how.
That's probably copyrighted anyway. So if I do try to sing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't sing it right anyway, but it's fine. Okay, no, stop. We're gonna get copyrighted, man.
I'm sorry, but this is such a good song.
Rareware is gonna come out of the shithole.
Nintendo, Rare. Come on, it's Microsoft now. And
yeah,
anyway,
good point. Actually,
it was on I think it was on the Nintendo 64 or something. It'd be Nintendo coming out with the amount of shit they come out with when it comes to copyright. Just hello, oh motherfucker.
Just covers the whole internet. Just like hello.
You just see the Nintendo of America. What's his name? Nintendo of America CEO.
Reggie.
Yeah, you just see Reggie come out with a Mario costume. Just hi, we're going to take your money now.
So it comes to this one 5 subscriber channel.
It's like, we don't give a shit. We're Nintendo. Anyway, the 3310 is getting a relaunch. It's gonna be for about €60. We haven't got a UK or American release price. It's gonna be funny because I want to see it. Are
they gonna keep the original design?
Yeah,
or are they gonna change it?
It's the same design. It's the anniversary of the phone. Oh, it was originally released in 2000. Okay, there we go.
Jeez, I felt like it was released a lot earlier than that for some reason.
Yeah, same. It's it feels like 1990s. I think that's because it was developed in the 1990s and then it came out in the 2000.
Yeah, that could be
2000. Right. Well, anyway, it was.
Yes.
It's not even an anniversary. Thinking about it, I think it's the anniversary. It's its concept.
Oh, okay.
Which was in 1997.
Well, either way, it's going to be relaunched. Just get a few, throw them at your friends, and watch them die. It'll be fine.
No, I just want to buy one to give it. I don't even have to because I have to. I want to give it to my sister and go, okay, play Candy Crush.
Just give it to her and just be like, okay, do something.
I want them to put like a fucked up version of Android on there just to make it so funny.
Why? Well, Nokia use their own. Actually,
yeah,
they use Windows, right? Yeah, they use Windows.
Yeah, oh, for fuck's sake, it's going to have a Windows thing on it. You just see if green. I hope it's still green. I don't want them to put an LED one on there.
I'm pretty sure they'll still use... What is that type of screen called?
I think it's a...
Is it LCD? No.
It's the same screen they used on the Game Boy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, or the original Game Boy.
Never. Okay.
Screen... used on Nokia 3310.
Oh, come on. A bit faster typing would be great.
Oh, it's an older version of LCD.
Oh, okay, so I was half right.
Well done. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a very early development of LCD before they got RGB in there. Yeah, I want them to put green and black on there because I want to see some millennials go, what the fuck is this shit?
Or, just get, like, some kind of...
Bro.
It's like RPG or something.
Bro, challenge me at Snake, motherfucker. Challenge me at the best game.
Oh, no. I don't remember being what I wasn't terrible at Snake, but I wasn't like fantastic.
I will say though, trying to use those buttons to play Snake was so infuriating.
What they weren't what?
No, because when I got a 3310, not me, but my parent, it had a fucked up version of it where you could only use the two top, instead of the number pad to do up, down, left, and right.
Oh, you could only use
You used the two left and right buttons, and then you had to turn by using one button. Fucked, and I was like, oh well, great.
Yeah, that sounds quite annoying.
Oh god.
I didn't actually have a Nokia 3310 though as my first phone.
No, it wasn't my first phone.
Oh, what was your first phone?
My first phone, personally, was... oh, fuck. That was just a video start.
Oh, boy.
Was a second-hand phone. Came from my granddad. And it was one of the first touchscreen phones out there.
Oh, which is...
It was meant to have internet access, but they stopped with the... At this time, this phone came out in, 2007, by the way. And the iPhone 5 had just come out. Well, the iPhone 4, I think? Maybe the 4. And everyone was on the internet going on Facebook on their phones. I didn't have Facebook at that time. I was like, I don't have internet access. Why do we need internet access? Now I have internet access and YouTube, and I'm like, I can't live without it.
Yeah.
I didn't have proper, internet. Proper internet until, year 9.
Yeah.
And now look at me.
And now look at you.
I'm like, seriously. 7 years later? Now? I was like, fuck my life. 7 years of using computers, and then only 5 years of having Wi-Fi. That's not great.
I guess my phone may have been actually older than yours then, actually.
Really?
Because I had the, I think, I just tried looking in the internet, but I think it's called the Motorola KRZR.
Wait, mine was a Motorola.
The slim blue flip one, right?
It had, a keypad. It had, a proper keyboard on it.
No. Mine was, just numbers. It was flip. It was slim, but it was also flip.
Oh, I know what one you're talking about. It's the flip phone. It was silver. It had that circle button in the middle. Everyone used it for photos.
It's a blue version of that, but yeah.
Found it. It's the V3, or it got remade as the V3. I'll send it to you just to make sure it's the right one.
Send it to me so I can check on Skype.
Is that the right one?
Did you send it to me on Skype? Okay,
yeah,
I'll check on my phone. Don't worry.
I think I know what one you're talking about. I think it's this one.
Let's have a look.
This is a revamped version of it, but essentially it's the same thing essentially.
No, it's slimmer than that.
Yeah,
I'll show you. No, I'll show you.
Oh mate, This phone though, this phone got so popular here as well. This was like the flip version of the Nokia 3310. You saw these all the time. I can't even show it on the stream.
I loved flip phones back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, like
back
we're
in
like
the day.
40. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know. I know.
Scroll down to what I just said. That's the one I had. The KRZR.
The KRZR. Yeah, I see it.
No idea how to say it, but those were the days when I had that phone. Oh my god. I just remember like kind of just busting it out, flipping it, just like, yes.
No, when you
I'm
did
in the house.
The whole like flick, like straight up, look at that flickers, like that sort of shit. Flipped it out like it was. Yeah, I know. I had to make a reference.
Japan obviously still continues to do phones like this though.
Yeah, it's such a good phone. Like,
I forgot
if you
what
want
they're
a
actually
cheap,
called though.
shitty phone, they're good. I think we're gonna have to go into the
Yes, we need to go into the
because I need to go soon.
Right, so is this what the Nintendo Switch's inside look? Sorry for like the nostalgia kind of trip there. Kind of just got a little bit.
We just went, wow, 3310. That's our childhood.
Right, sorry.
Now,
back onto like proper shit. Is this what the Nintendo Switch's insides look like?
So recently, a couple of images have been leaked, quotation mark, of a guy dismantling the Nintendo Switch. And now, from what we hear, this guy was either a developer or one of the manufacturers, or he's one of, like, I've heard multiple speculation about this, or he is a guy who got sent the Nintendo Switch early by accident by a company name here, which actually has potentially happened already with the guy who checked out the OS, which is just, I think most people have seen already, of the Nintendo Switch, who got suspectively the console already. It just says Tegra on there, by the way. It says Tegra on the GPU because the amount of people that are going to be like, we want to know what the GPU and CPU is. Oh my god, is it Blur or Blur? Is it the original Tegra or the newest Tegra? It just says
tell, it just
no
says
one
Tegra.
knows because it just says Tegra. Until someone is able to get into the ROM of this or actually gets leaked or told what it is, we're not going to know. As well as this, there is a small fan and CPU cooler on this, which I'm fearful that these fans are going to be pretty loud because usually fans of that size are, and the heat sink on there is pretty not. It doesn't look that great.
I think they might need it for this though, seeing as how they're trying to. Like,
no, I get it.
Form factor.
No, I get it. I get why it's there, but I do think it's quite insignificant. And for something like a Tegra, I'm fearful what the temperatures are going to be like on this.
We'll have to see, I guess.
Especially since it's a handheld. The battery looks quite significant. It takes up a lot of the actual backing of the entire system. It takes up about half of it from the looks of it, but you've got to take into consideration the size of it. As well as that, unlike normally, the battery is not soldered in. It is a little tab, so battery replacement looks like it's going to be a thing, which might mean that if a battery dies, you can just go and get another one off eBay or something. But again, like we said earlier, be careful with that sort of shit, because there's always going to be a knockoff. The cooling system I feel could be a little bit better, but obviously with the constraint with the size, that's fair dues. They show an image of the SD card and slot. If you go to the last picture.
Yeah.
Now, from what people are saying is that the SD card slot is actually the bigger one.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. The SD card.
Sounds like no, I'm kidding.
No, I'm being. Have you seen the pictures of the what the games look like?
No, but we can, I guess, do that later. Or maybe we can do it now, I guess.
Just keep talking.
Okay, so yeah, it looks pretty interesting. The back. See, electronics is not my specialty, so this is a little bit difficult for me. I like the Nintendo Switch. The Switch looks nice. Did we tell you about the? Okay, can you please do the? What am I meant to show this up?
Yes.
Okay. It's like,
just seamlessly. That way.
No, I need to move it. Okay, there you go. Shut up. It's fine. It's fine.
Just on stream, it's just me going, "Fucking get to the other side, you motherfucker."
Okay.
That was kind of funny, honestly. So yeah, those are the sizes of what the fuck. No, don't scroll down.
Don't worry, it's fine. Nothing happened.
Don't.
Adam, nothing happened. We shan't mention it.
I don't know what that is. But
what was that? Nothing happened. What are you talking about, Adam? Adam, what are you talking about?
Oh no. Discs are apparently outdated. I don't know. So
that's the size. So
these little cartridges are going to be in the Switch, and they're about the same size as a micro USB, micro SD card. Which means that this picture of that SD card slot, the SD card and the the SD card and the game slot are about the same size. So if you can imagine this just being slightly smaller than an SD card, like an original one. That's how big it is. And bearing in mind that technology in why do I keep saying micro USB? Micro SD has got to the point where you can get what is it? 512 gigs on there?
I think so, yeah.
Largest.
Oh, jeez, you've done quite a lot of searching.
This is research because we couldn't be bothered. Yeah, 512, which is a lot more than a common disk can do right now. Just surprising because you would have thought with the amount of space disk has, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But no, solid state storage, guys.
Booyah.
Yeah. So yeah.
If only they costed less.
I just realized that right underneath this, it says Samsung revealed a 512 gigabyte solid state drive. The size of a postage stamp. Yeah. No, that was talking about where we see the cartridges.
Oh, okay.
Not that one, but the actual cartridge. There's a line. But anyway, so yeah, it's the one where it just says discs are outdated if you want to show that. But okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, but there you go.
But yeah, so 512 gigs on this, whereas a Blu-ray is capped out at 50.
Oh, wow.
Which means we could have some very big games in this. Now, apparently, even at that big, some games might not... there is speculation that Nintendo are going to be selling their own SD cards.
Right.
Which makes sense. The only problem with SD cards is their transfer rates are pretty bad. As you know.
Yes.
And there is a common theme that if you go ups in size of SD card, you gradually get a slower and slower speed. And that's due to how they're made. Right. The problem is that Nintendo have said that you need a certain grade of SD card to use in the Nintendo Switch. And I can't remember what it is. I think it's grade 6 or something, because you have grade 1 to grade 10, and grade 10 is the best.
Right.
And it's grade 6 and up to play games properly without lag or anything like that. I might be wrong on that. You'd have to look it up yourself, because I'm not doing another search. A lot of SD cards at the higher end are only about grade 4 and 3.
Right.
Because of speeds being not as great. Which means that you're going to probably get an SD card around 64 gigs or 32. Apparently, some games are going to be a bit too big for that.
Okay.
Which means you may have to have lower performance on some larger games.
Right.
That's if you download them, that is.
Yeah.
Obviously, or it means you'll have to get the cartridge version of some games.
Well,
which isn't a big problem.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, the cartridges.
For those who say are region locked, who can't actually get the game without downloading it, and there are some places like.
Weren't Nintendo going to get rid of region lock with the Switch.
No, it's not region lock. I mean, like, it's where the region won't let you buy certain games because of ruling, but you can on the online store if you use like VPNs and that. If that's your only option, now I get that's a thing, and that's the reason why a lot of people pirate actually games, because some games just aren't allowed to be put into that country legally. And I know a lot of people download games, pirate games because of that. I've just lost my train of thought again. So
Lovely.
Yeah, some games are gonna need to be a slightly lower slightly lower in performance because of this, which is kind of sad, actually. Though, if a micro SD gets into the point where it's like grade 6 and above for bigger games and bigger storage, that would be great. I don't imagine many people are going to get like Call of Duty Black Ops sort of stuff on the Nintendo Switch, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything like that either. But we do have stuff like Breath of the Wild, so we'll have to see.
100, what was it, 120 gigs?
I don't
when we did
know.
A video on it, or we did a part on it.
What, Breath of the Wild?
No, Call of Duty.
Oh.
Remember? It was 120
Oh,
gigs.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That sort of shit wouldn't fly on a Nintendo Switch. 120 fucking gigabytes.
Alright, calm the fuck down.
But it does mean that you would have the same amount. Potentially, you can have the same amount of storage as an original PS4 and Xbox One, which had 500. Now, obviously, the grading you need for the SD card depends on the game itself. But most people are around the grade 5 anyway, so that's fine. But if you think about it, the one thing that PS4 and Xbox One lacked was hot swappable drives.
Yeah.
Now, because obviously you'd have to, unless you were using USB drives, which then costs a lot more than an SD card. Because I mean, what can you can get a pretty good SD card for pretty cheap actually. Now.
All right.
You constantly have to keep getting external drives, whereas the SD cards, you can have like 10 of them in a box, in a little, like, I don't know, a carry case.
Yeah.
All of them being, I don't know, 64 gigs. That's 640 gigs there, including the 32 in the console itself.
Just swap it out for the game that you're
670
using.
gigs.
Easy.
Now, say like most people just, I don't know, it could even be more than that. You could probably put like, I don't know, 20 in there, or get 128 gig ones, and then you only have to have 5 of them for 640 gigs. And you just think it's like, because of that, you think you can have as much storage as you want for not that much space taken. Or if you're smart, you can just use a backpack, get one of those like holders for micro SD cards, and then just have, I don't know, 50 of them, and then just put a game on each one.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna have to get into the last topic because I need to go in about 8 minutes.
Yes, last topic. Complete
So the last topic
is range leaked 4, 6, and 8 cores inbound.
Yeah. So the reason why I brought this up, why I chose this as a topic, was not because the Ryzen chips are coming out or anything, because we all know that were coming out.
It was just because of the naming.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. So
I was about to say.
I'm kidding. So we were speculating whether there was going to be a 6-core CPU in the Ryzen line. Now, apparently there is going to be, but it's not going to be brought out until a little bit later. Obviously, we have the hyper-threading on this as well, or their version of hyper-threading. So we have 8 cores with 16 threads and everything like that. We have their enthusiast grade, which is their R7 and higher-end R5s. And then we have our i7 to i5 counterparts, which are the i5 1400 and 1300, and the R3 1200 and 1100.
Right.
Now, one thing is the name of this game, because if you didn't know, there was you have AMD, you have their R9, R7, and R5 GPU series, which is going to be really annoying for someone like me, who's doing a a thing at college where it's a computer compatibility tool, and trying to use these fucking shits in a compatibility tool, because trying to do these by name is going to be fucking annoying. That's why I got a gripe with these. They've taken so Intel have their K SKUs. We're gonna have X SKUs on these, which is kind of cool. So all X SKUs on here are overclockable, and the ones that don't aren't. From what I've heard. Obviously, the X SKUs are going to be a little bit more powerful. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit more power hungry as well. And I'm not going to go through all the names because that's way too much. But you can see them, or if he goes back on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There they are. So you have the R7 series, which I imagine is their version of the X99 i7 versions. Of like with the 1800X potentially being as good as their 5960X, which with its 8 cores and 16 threads, whereas like the 6950X is the 10 core beast. Or it could be as good as Xeon. We don't know right now until obviously these get released and then a bunch of YouTubers get them for free and just do it. Unless they've already done it. We don't know. Embargoes.
Unless they've already done it.
Embargoes, yay! Then you have the 1700, which I imagine would be its like 6900 series, that sort of stuff. Then you have their 1700 and 1700X, which I'd mean it's probably like the 5820K, 6800K, that sort of stuff. Still, this is all speculation, by the way. This isn't confirmed. Obviously the 1600X. I imagine again is their 5820K counterparts and all those for the 6 and 12. I don't imagine I don't know how big of a difference the X series and the Pro, because I mean you've got 1800X, so you've got 1700X, you've got 1700, and you've got Pro 1700.
We'll have to, yeah.
I will say this naming scheme is shit.
Okay,
I think their Pro series is meant to be their lower powered versions, from the looks of it, which makes no sense. It's Pro, but okay.
Just we need to.
I have a big gripe with this. I'm sorry. And then their R5 is obviously their Core i7, 7th gen and 8th gen counterations to the 7700K, 6700K, and potentially 8700K when that comes, if Canyon Lake comes out.
Yeah.
Unless it goes by another name, I don't know. And then we've obviously got the i5 series counterparts, which is the R3s, the 1200, and the 1100. I think the 1100s are going to be more i3 counterparts, and the 1200s are going to be i5 counterparts.
Right.
Potentially. Because even though AMD have a lot of cores, and they have for many years, the performance hasn't been great. So we're still iffy on how powerful these cores and threads are going to be. Because, I mean, right now you can get a 4-core, 86K? No, 860K, sorry. And it will only be as powerful as between a Pentium and i3.
Right.
And so we're still contemplating whether these cores are going to be very powerful. Because of how good AMD have been in the past. So obviously we're gonna have to see. And that's pretty much it. I actually have to go. Yeah, I kind of have to go, so we're gonna have to end this pretty quickly. I'm sorry, guys, that we kind of rushed it. I think we've kind of went into the nostalgia and fucked up, Steve.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Shut up.
Okay. We'll see you next time, guys. Should I just go peace out or peace?
Fuck you, Adam.